Exodus chapter 8. And the Lord, Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, spoke to Moses. Go to Pharaoh and say to him, Thus says the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve me. But if you refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all your territory with frogs. So the river shall bring forth frogs abundantly, which shall go up and come into your house, into your bedroom, and on your bed, into the houses of your servants, on your people, into your ovens, and into your kneading bowls. And the frog shall come up on you, on your people, and on all your servants. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Say to Aaron, stretch out your hand with the rod or the staff over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up on the land of Egypt. So Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. Verse 7. And the magicians did so with their enchantments and brought up frogs on the land of Egypt. So here the magicians could also replicate that type of whatever it was, great sign. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, Entreat the Lord that he may take away the frogs from me and from my people. Now, how stupid is this in my thinking? Here the Lord brings a curse or a plague of frogs, and now your magicians add more to that. It's like silliness. Anyway, he says, Entreat the Lord that he may take away the frogs from me and my people, and I will let the people go, that they may sacrifice to the Lord. And Moses said to Pharaoh, Accept the honor of saying, when I shall intercede for you, for your servants, and for your people, to destroy the frogs from you and your houses, that they may remain in the river only. So he said, Tomorrow. And he said, Let it be according to your word, that you may know that there is no one like Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, our God. And the frog shall depart from you, from your houses, from your servants, and from your people. They shall remain in the river only. Then Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried out to the Lord concerning the frogs which he had brought against Pharaoh. So the Lord did according to the word of Moses. And the frogs died out of the houses, out of the courtyards, and out of the fields. They gathered them together in heaps, and the land stank. But when Pharaoh saw that there was relief, he hardened his heart and did not heed them as the Lord had said. So the Lord said to Moses, Say to Aaron, Stretch out your rod or your staff and strike the dust of the land, so that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And they did so. For Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod or staff and struck the dust of the earth, and it became lice on man and beast. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. Verse 18. Now the magicians so worked with their enchantments to bring forth lice. Again, what are you trying to do? But they could not. So now we find that after, I think, this fourth plague, suddenly they don't have the same power that God has given to Moses and Aaron. They couldn't bring forth the lice. So there was lice on man and beast, but that was from the Lord. Then the magician said to Pharaoh, This is the finger of God. Now, you're worshipping these huge gods, and we've seen the pyramids and the statues in Egypt. Huge idols. And here the magicians say, this that's happening is just the finger of God. In other words, not even his hands, not even two fingers. And look what's happening. But Pharaoh's heart grew hard, and he did not heed them, just as the Lord had said. And the Lord said to Moses, Rise early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh as he comes out of the water, or out to the water. Then say to him, Thus says the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. Or else, if you will not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies on you and your servants, on your people and into your houses. The houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground on which they stand. Have you ever just had one fly bug you? Imagine swarms of flies. Verse 22. And in that day, now there's coming a separation and distinction. And in that day I will set apart the land of Goshen, that's where the Israelites live and dwell, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there, in order that you may know that I am the Lord in the midst of the land. I will make a difference between my people and your people. Tomorrow the sign shall be. And Lord Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh did so. Now listen to this. Thick swarms of flies came into the house of Pharaoh. I mean, can you imagine this dark black cloud coming at you and it's just flies? And he came into the house of Pharaoh, into his servants' houses, and into all the land of Egypt. The land was corrupted because of the swarms of flies. I mean, imagine when you find a fly in your food, or you open something, there's a fly that's been there, you throw it away, you're so disgusted. Verse 25. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, go sacrifice your God in the land, or go sacrifice to your God in the land. Notice in the land, not outside of Egypt. And Moses said, it is not right to do so, for we would be sacrificing the abomination of the Egyptians to Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh our God. And if we sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians before their eyes, then will they not stone us? So in other words, will they not take offense that now in the abomination that you've got in throughout all your land, all your idols, now we come and worship in your land to Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, the true God, the living God, that they will take offense and stone us? No, Moses says in verse 27, we will go 3 days' journey into the wilderness and sacrifice to Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh our God, as he will command us. So Pharaoh said, I will let you go, that you may sacrifice to Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh your God in the wilderness, only you shall not go very far. Intercede for me. In other words, plead to God now, obviously talking about the flies. Then Moses said, indeed I am going out from you, and I will entreat Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, that the swarms of flies may depart tomorrow from Pharaoh, from his servants and from his people. But let Pharaoh not deal deceitfully any more in not letting the people go to sacrifice to the Lord. So Moses went out from Pharaoh and entreated Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. And Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh did according to the word of Moses. He removed the swarms of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people. Not one remained. But here's Pharaoh's heart revealed again. Verse 32. But Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also, neither would he let the people go. Yeah, just shows you the heart attitude. Once it's anti the Lord or against the Lord, or pride gets in, it just gets harder and harder, and you even lie and you become deceitful. And this is what's happening to Pharaoh here.